But needless to say, by the end of December, both these books, this is literally upside down. It's December, so y'all already know what time it is. Happy Bookmas to everyone in the BookTube community. I'm super excited for Bookmas this year because it's literally my first one, but also because I have so many videos planned for you all. For my very first Bookmas, I'm gonna be uploading every other day in December as we count down to Christmas, my favorite holiday of the year. I'll have videos, live streams, collabs, you name it. So don't forget to turn on your post notifications and hit that subscribe button down below so you won't miss any of the content that I upload. Because I assure you, things will be uploaded and we are gonna have a good time on this channel this month, okay? So I'm sure y'all noticed something a little different. Yes, I cut my hair and that is just how excited I am for December. It's a new month, new beginnings, new content, everything is new. So I'm just so pumped and so excited to end this year because 2020 has been a lot. So I hope you all are excited for my Bookmas this year, and to kick Bookmas off, what better way than to make my entire December TBR video be based out of my red and green books that I have not read. I'm super excited because there's no rhyme or reason to why I'm reading these books aside from they are red and green, which are normally Christmas colors. So we're gonna have very different journeys for this month and I am all here for it. So without further ado, I'm Christine and this is an Editorial Edge Bookmas. Alright y'all, I told y'all there's no rhyme or reason to why I have these books in my TBR aside from their red and green, and from all of my books, I actually don't have a lot of red or green books. So this was really exciting for me, especially because I've never read any of these books. Like, I could have picked Jade City and Jade War, but I already read those. So that would have been cheating. So this is an entirely new cast of books that I'm reading. And they're all very different. Some are YA, some are fantasy, some are adult. So it's gonna be a very interesting December. So just like the Christmas lights on Christmas trees, I'm gonna be alternating the colors of the books that I'm gonna be reading in December. And what better way than to start off with my most anticipated read, my most exciting read of December, which is Crescent City by Sarah J. Maas. I shared in my last video. If you haven't seen that book haul, click right here or the link below, it'll be there for you. But I am super excited to read this book. This is my first Sarah J. Maas book. Y'all were commenting on my last video saying I may really like it because there are other creatures aside from fairies in this book that are featured, and I shared in that video that I am not a big fan of fairies as supernatural creatures in books, so I'm really interested to see if I like this or not. It's a thick book, which, you know, is already a marker for a great book because I love big books around here, okay? Thick books is what we read. Thick with 3 C's at the end. Thank you very much. But again, I'm super excited to read this book. Everyone's been raving about it. Everyone has read it except for me. So I'm sure y'all are really interested to see me read this. Let me know in the comments below if you want a vlog for this, because I may do that for Bookmas if y'all want. But yes, this is my first book that I'll be reading in December. What really excites me about this book is that the main character is set on a mission to avenge her friend's death, and she finds herself in the middle of the investigation of why her friend got killed by a demon, and there are angels involved and archangels involved. And if there's one thing that I love in books are angels, demons, and archangels. I love those characters in books. I just love the historical aspects of these characters and kind of the nuances that authors put onto them. So I'm so excited to read this book. But onto the green book that I have for this month, which is The Graceling. I mentioned this book in my last video as well, but I haven't seen that many people talk about this book, but I'm really interested in it because the main character has a special skill set that allows her to basically kill people with her bare hands. And so now she's being used by the king as one of his personal killers. and she finds herself on a journey where she finds other people with similar skills such as hers and unravels kind of a darker secret to why she has this skill, why she has this power, and why she's being used the way she does. And honestly, I'm just lucky that I picked up this book last month because I would have not had enough green books to read. Because literally, what books do I have that are green? What books do you have with green covers? Let me know in the description box below. The next red book that I have, I've talked about in a previous video before. I don't know which one because at this point, how can I keep track? But it is The Savage Song by Victoria Schwab. Now, this book is known to be a dark fantasy, and I know it's December and we're cheery and jolly, but I told y'all in the beginning that this is gonna be a month where I'm put on many different journeys when I'm reading these books. And these are one of the divergents that may not have a happy ending at the end. But I'm excited because Victoria Schwab is a great author, and I just have not seen a lot of people review this book, and I'm just really excited to read it and get into it because it's dark, it's fantasy, things I love. It don't matter if it's December and we're all happy, cheery, jolly, okay? Give me a good murder, a good beheading, I'll be fine. But here it is, The Savage Song, my second red book. The next on the list of the few green books that I have is The Hazelwood. This I also mentioned in my book haul, but I also have no idea what it's about still. Sorry. But the cover is beautiful and has green on it, so I counted it, okay? But I'm excited because this book is actually supposed to be a really dark fairy tale. And actually, the author of Graceling, the other green book that I just mentioned, had commented and said, "The Hazelwood is thoroughly creepily captivating with surprises I never saw coming. Such a refreshing and beautifully written version of the classic fairy tale inspired story." So needless to say, I'm sure I'm gonna have a great time reading this book as well. It's short, it's dark, and it's green. So definitely a read for December. The next two books are actually perfect because they are a series. They're actually the first and second book, and that is Scythe? I don't know how to say this title still to this day after so many people telling me I need to read it. But the second book to it is Leatherhead, and it is a green book. The first book is a red book. So they went perfectly together for this month. Again, these are books that literally everyone has read in BookTube, I feel like, and I'm just late to the game. This story follows two teenagers who are now on their way to becoming a Scythe? Anyways, two teenagers who are now becoming this character on the cover are now battling with a decision of actually wanting to become one because they really don't want to, but humanity is kind of counting on them to become one because in this society, the world is perfect. There's no hunger, there's no poverty, there's nothing wrong going on, and what these guys do are that they actually are the ones that end people's lives because in this world, no one really dies from anything except the power from these people. So they have to make a decision because if they don't decide to become one of these, then they are now sentenced to death, I think. So it's gonna be really interesting. Again, love these type of books. I'm sure I'm gonna love it. So I'm excited to read the second book to it. I'm annoyed, I know, one is a paperback, one is a hardcover, but it was on sale, okay? So don't even come at me. But needless to say, both of these books will be finished by the end of December. Okay, this technically isn't a red, it's burgundy, but it's my video, so I'm gonna make decisions around here, okay? I'm gonna read Cemetery Boys because I'm far too late in the game. This has literally been one of the most anticipated reads of 2020. I literally just got it last month and now I'm gonna read it this month. It's kind of red, it's beautiful, it has gold foiling on the actual book itself. Hello. So, I mean, to me, this would count because this is a decoration in and of itself, okay? This is the star on top of all of the books. So I'm gonna be reading Cemetery Boys. Everyone who's read this book has said this is a really romantic book and it's a really important story. So I'm just ready to dive into it, and I'm just excited for this to be the last read of December, because then I can finish this off and transition into the year with a really great story, a really important story, and one that will really, I already know, make my heart throb. So here it is. So these are all the books in my December TBR and all the red and green books that I have in my collection so far. I'm really excited because these are such diverse reads and very different reads, and that's exactly what I need after coming out of a long slump. We have murderers, we have fairies. I'm just so ready and excited for Bookmas, and I hope all of you are excited for Bookmas as well. This is gonna be such an exciting month, and I'm so excited to share it all with you all. So again, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on your post notifications so you do not miss a thing. Y'all know that I love and appreciate every single one of y'all. Thank you all so much for now almost 700 subscribers. I genuinely did not think I would get this far. I honestly think back to the time I had started my channel in the beginning of quarantine and said I'm literally just gonna post me talking about books because I love talking about books, and now this has grown into an entire community by the end of this year, and I'm just so grateful for you all. I have so many exciting plans and news for you all as well, so thank you again for supporting my channel, and I will be sure to pay it back to you all. I would share a Bookmas calendar with you all, but honestly I haven't planned the whole month yet, but I promise that I'm gonna have content uploaded for y'all every other day, and it'll be good and engaging and exciting. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. What videos do you want to see me upload in the month of December as we all celebrate Bookmas together? And as an additional note, you can see me on different readathons and collabs from other of my favorite booktubers on here, my literally closest friends on BookTube. So I'm gonna link all of their channels down below. But we as a group have so many exciting things planned for you all, so I just hope that you all share your love with them, and we're just gonna have a super exciting editorial edge Bookmas on here. All right, now I'm just rambling. Y'all know what to do. Don't forget to like, share, and comment while you're down there. And until next time, bye y'all.